Hi, this is Kevin from Sonoma Partners, and today I'd like to show you a few system settings that every new Dynamics 365 user should set up when they first start using the system. To begin, did you know that you can select the default view that appears for each entity in the system when you load a list view? We'll navigate to the Opportunity entity, for example, and expand the view selector on the left-hand side. You can see that the initial view that loaded, Open Opportunities, has a pin icon next to it to indicate that it's the current default view. Well, if we want to change our default view, we simply need to select a different view, and then click the pin icon next to the view's name. Be sure to do this for all the entities in the system that you commonly navigate to, so that your most important records are always available loaded by default. Next, we'll take a look at a few personal settings. Click the gear icon in the top right-hand corner of the screen and select Options. There are a few key settings here on the screen that every first-time user will want to update. First, to reduce the need for additional clicks, let's make sure the records per page setting is flipped to 250. By default, the system only shows you 50 records per page in a given view, but here at Sonoma, we think it's always better to see more information and data if possible. Next, make sure that the Advanced Find mode is set to Detailed. This will ensure that when you use Advanced Find, the filter criteria are always editable and actionable. Again, this reduces the number of clicks necessary to use the system effectively. Of course, down below, you'll want to update your time zone and local currencies if the initial values here are not correct for you. And finally, at the top of the screen, you'll want to update the default pane and default tab settings. These two settings will determine the home screen that loads by default whenever CRM is opened for the first time, so we recommend that you think about the most common actions you'll be taking in the system, and define the screen that you need to get to for those actions as your landing page. Often, users will choose a dashboard, maybe the My Activities page, or an Opportunity list view. And those are a few key settings that all first-time Dynamics 365 users should be sure to update before they start using the system. Of course, there are a lot of other tips and tricks for new users to learn, so stay tuned for some additional training videos to help new CRM users navigate the system effectively.